Hi, I'm James Wilkinson and I've been a travel editor for over 20 years. On this show, we're going to take you to some of the world's most amazing destinations, from the big cities to the great regional areas. We'll go inside some of the world's best hotels, bars, galleries, restaurants, and much more. Right now, we're in Los Angeles, and this is Wayfarer. Los Angeles is one of the world's most exciting destinations. It's home to Hollywood, Rodeo Drive, Santa Monica, Disneyland, and some of the world's best hotels. One of the most iconic is the Beverly Hills Hotel, which has played host to Hollywood royalty, both past and present. From the famous Polo Lounge to the secluded garden bungalows, the Beverly Hills Hotel has been popular for actors, musicians, presidents and billionaires in its 108-year life. It's been Tinseltown's playground ever since Beverly Hills was born, and it's been known to host some of Hollywood's favourite stars, from Marilyn Monroe and Frank Sinatra to Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Well, there are some pretty special hotel rooms around the world, and this one probably takes the cake, I think, Stephen. It's one of the most famous hotel rooms in the world that tells so many stories.
Well, the hotel itself is very famous, and I think this room in particular has a lot of history all rolled up into it. Even though the hotel was built in 1906, and this whole wing and this room specifically wasn't built until 1948. It was right after the war.
Yeah.
They did a complete remodel. It was an architect by the name of Paul Williams, who wanted this sort of postmodern deco. He painted it pink, he added the wallpaper. So the hotel really became known for what it is now back in the 40s. That's when it started. And this room in particular, this was Frank Sinatra's favorite suite. Frank and Dean and Sammy at the piano. We got Frank and Dean and Sammy at the bar. We got Frank and Dean and Sammy out there. We got Frank and Dean passed out here. Dean passed out over there. So it's seen so much history in this room. And we've actually kept it in the same condition you would find it in 1948.
It's pretty amazing you can stay in a room like that, but it's not the only room in the hotel you have such history. You've got some bungalows here which have some incredible history.
Yeah, no, the bungalows have a lot of history. I mean, the bungalows were the favorite for Marilyn Monroe, Elizabeth Taylor, Charlie Chaplin. Basically anybody who wanted a private space or wanted to avoid the public space.
Yeah, and kind of fun that you've actually got other things in the hotel. You've got cocktails that were named after the celebrities or the ones that enjoyed it, and desserts. You've got a sundae that Marilyn Monroe used to enjoy.
It's funny, everything seems to take on a life or persona of its own, like the McCarthy salad, like the Monroe sundae. It wasn't that we sat down and said, oh, we'll name this after Monroe. So it was like the chef, Monroe would sit down, she goes, oh, can I get my sundae? And the chef would go, the waiter would go back, I need Monroe's sundae. Yeah. And so pretty soon everyone just calls it Monroe sundae. Everyone calls it the McCarthy salad.
Yeah. You can't take it off the list then.
Oh gosh, no, they'll come at you with torches and pitchforks. We're very fortunate, we've got a great chef who maintains the tradition of the food, that California cuisine, but then he's also able to contemporize some of the plates as well. Yeah. I mean, you talk about the Marilyn Monroe sundae, but we also have an amazing assortment of other desserts, because you have to change with the culture.
It's interesting when you look at hotels that are built nowadays. Nothing was really built like this. It was the only thing in its entire area here in Beverly Hills when it first opened.
A group of investors came here. A man named Edward Doheny, he discovered oil, made a fortune. A group of investors said, well, we're oil guys, we should be able to make money too. So in about 1906, they came here, bought all the land, sunk a bunch of wells, found nothing. But they found water. So they said, well, great, let's do this. Let's just develop the land, we'll get all this water, we'll sell off the property, and then we'll get out and we'll get our money back. Nothing happened, because at the time, Los Angeles ended probably about 7 miles east of us. Nobody wanted to come out this far. There's no reason to come out this far. So they said, okay, we need a pull. We need to build something that'll draw them out. So they built the hotel. This is 1912. The hotel opened up. It was the biggest thing ever. And if you look at old pictures, there's literally nothing around. It's just this huge, massive hotel. And about the same time, the entertainment industry, the filmmakers, were making tons of money off of Westerns. Westerns were like the Marvel comic movies of their day. And there were two very famous producers who said, that's it, we're gonna build our studio in Flagstaff, Arizona. So So they hop on the train, they go out to Flagstaff, Arizona to make their Westerns. When they get to Flagstaff, it's pouring down rain.
Yeah.
Let's just stay on the train, we'll ride 5 more hours and we'll see what it's like in LA. They get here, they pass through what is now Palm Springs, you've got desert, you've got mountains. 2 hours later, you're here, they've got the ocean, they've got beaches, they've got plenty of land, it's orange groves, that's it, we're putting it here. So the same year, you had Universal Studios open up and you had Paramount open up. At the time, most of the hotels downtown were restricted. They didn't allow people of the Jewish faith or African Americans. We, of course, did. We're very inclusive.
Yeah.
So all the producers at the time were Jewish, started staying with us. Where producers stay, actors and directors follow. So right from the opening, we were an entertainment hotel. So if they had found oil instead of water, we wouldn't be here. If it hadn't been raining in Flagstaff, Arizona that one day, we wouldn't be here.
And it's amazing what the hotel's become. It's become there's not many icons in the world. It is an iconic property. Is it a challenge to keep it like that?
We are seriously the last of our, if you think about it, we are the last of our kind. Mm-hmm. All the other great Hollywood establishments are gone. And so I always tell my staff, we're not necessarily working in a hotel, we're caretakers.
Yeah.
We're a Hollywood celebrity hotel, and we are that because we take care of them.
And you look at things like that, the beds are actually really good, the bathrooms are really nice. You actually are offering a wonderful hospitality experience.
Well, yes, we're an iconic hotel, but we're still, when it comes down, we're a luxury hotel.
Yeah.
We have high rates, so we have to offer a lot of services. We don't skimp, we put the best in that we possibly can. If there's something a guest wants that we don't have, we'll go get it.
Yeah.
If there's something they don't want that we do have, we'll get rid of it.
Yeah. There are a few pink palaces around the world, but this is the one.
Well, again, I think we're the original. We were here first.
Now let's head over to sister property Hotel BelAir, located in one of Los Angeles' most exclusive suburbs. Like its famous sister, Hotel BelAir is one of the most luxurious hotels in all of Los Angeles. The hotel was the birthplace of the BelAir community, the city's ultimate enclave of rarefied exclusivity. Hotel BelAir has been the legendary setting for countless Hollywood moments, featuring many of the suburbs' famous locals. We're here at one of the real hidden gems in the Los Angeles hotels scene, Hotel BelAir in the exclusive suburb. I'm here with Lucas, the hotel manager. And Lucas, what an amazing property you have right here in one of the most exclusive suburbs in Los Angeles, and you could feel like you're somewhere else in California.
That's correct. I mean, that's kind of the exclusivity and why we've kind of catered to the who's who of Hollywood since the 1940s.
But I love the design here though too. You look at how exclusive this hotel is, but this is one of the more fun hotels in LA from a design standpoint. You're not in a skyscraper, you're not in a big tall building somewhere.
Yeah, no, we're spread out on 12 acres, 103 rooms. Every room opens up to the outside. There's no corridors or anything like that, and there's just lush gardens, trees that are 200 years old.
Yeah, and if you look at the properties around us, you're here in houses that are worth several $100 million in some cases.
Yeah, we're kind of unique where you step off of Sunset, you drive through BelAir. It's one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in all of the US, and you drive through all these mansions, $1 million mansions, and then you just happen upon the hotel in the center of it all.
But you're also 10 minutes from Beverly Hills, you're 10 minutes from Century City, and you're 15 minutes from Santa Monica, so you've got a pretty good location as well.
Yeah, and I think that's why people from Beverly Hills will come here for a staycation because you don't feel like you're in Los Angeles. You feel like you're off in the country somewhere, but you're still 10 minutes away from everything.
And tell us about the history of this amazing hotel.
So this hotel actually started as the old BelAir Estates office for BelAir community. So all the estates that are actually in BelAir were sold out of this space. And then in the 1940s, they turned it into a hotel.
So it's kind of like a similar story to the Beverly Hills Hotel, your sister property, which when that was built, there was nothing anywhere near it in 1919, if I'm not mistaken. And same thing here, so everything else has kind of gone up around it.
Yeah. So it kind of leads to the heritage of both hotels, and really the communities were built around the hotels, which is unique.
Yeah. What are some of the facilities here at the hotel?
So we have the Wolfgang Puck at Hotel BelAir. Serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, afternoon tea, Friday, Saturday, Sunday brunch. And we also have our 5-star spa, so it's got 7 treatment rooms. We have our enclave, which is pretty unique. It's good for couples or good for groups of up to 10.
And you've got a great swimming pool here too.
We do, and it's actually, the swimming pool used to be where the stables were, because there were horses here, and it's the old riding round for the horses.
Wow.
So a lot of heritage even with the pool.
Yeah. And if you look at the suites here, you've obviously got more newer rooms, and you've got the classic rooms. All very stylish, big bathrooms, great sized beds.
Yeah, in 2009 we renovated the whole property, touched every room, just make sure they're a little more spacious. But like I said, it's 103. Every single room is unique, so there's no 2 rooms on property that will be the same, which leads to the charm and character.
That's fun. You can come back another time, and you get a different room.
Well, you can come back 103 times and stay in a new room every time.
Yeah, it's my 3rd time staying here actually, and I've stayed in 3 completely different styles of rooms, but I guess you've got that Dorchester feel right through it. Very, very luxurious, great little touches from the amenities through to the TVs.
Yeah, I mean the TVs, B&O. I mean every element in the room is kind of exudes luxury. They didn't spare any expense.
Yeah. And some of them have outdoor fireplaces, have plunge pools as well.
We do. So many of the suites have plunge pools. We actually have wood-burning fireplaces, which is kind of unique for the area. They were kind of grandfathered in from the old days.
What's your favorite thing about the hotel?
My favorite thing about the hotel is probably the canyons. So it feels like a brand new hotel when you go up to the canyons, and that's also the newest part of the hotel. And you just kind of have that desert feel and all the gardens.
And Lucas, what's your X factor here at the hotel?
It'd have to be the exclusivity of where we are. You know, we are 10 minutes from Beverly Hills, but when you're on property, it's quiet. You don't feel like anything surrounding you. I mean, where we're sitting right now, I can't see another house. You just don't get that in city hotels.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for your time and showing us around.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you. Coming up on the next episode of Wayfarer.
The brewery was built in 1915, the building itself.
Some people like champagne with oysters, and we prefer a nice sour beer.
First off is the Iron Triangle Lager. It's a pre-Prohibition American Pilsner.